Thanks, Michelle. Demonstrations and prayer vigils across the country today following the Supreme Court's landmark decision to overturn Roe v. Wade. Mixed reaction to a ruling that ends 5 decades of a woman's right to choose. Some praise the decision while others are stunned, saying abortions are health care. This ruling does not outlaw abortion, but rather returns that power to the states. Now, some states have already enacted restrictions on abortion services since the hearing. 13 states have so-called trigger laws in place where they're set to restrict or ban abortion as soon as Roe v. Wade was overturned. Now, Oklahoma is one of those states. Minnesota's governor signed an executive order to help shield people seeking or providing abortion in his state from legal consequences elsewhere. Meanwhile, in North and South Dakota, the ruling has triggered abortion bans that take effect soon. Meantime, here in Connecticut, a former president of the Bridgeport NAACP says the landmark ruling has undone half a century of social progress, he says, in America. Frank Recchia has the story.
Now you got the Supreme Court deciding what a woman should do with her body.
Senior citizen Dr. Carolyn Na of Bridgeport has spent a lifetime fighting for women's rights. So when she learned the Supreme Court had overturned Roe v. Wade,
it's an insult to me as a female.
The 70-year-old grandmother says her universe came to a complete stop.
How are you going to decide for a woman what she should do with her own personal body? It's the only thing that we have.
Look around Na's home, and you'll see evidence everywhere of her passionate commitment to advancing social progress for people of color.
You see black him out there playing the mule? Yeah.
But what's even more compelling than all the pictures and artifacts in her home are the vivid memories in her head of what life was like before Roe v. Wade. You remember the era of illegal abortions.
They were putting coat hangers in women and they were aborting the child. All kinds of illegal stuff in alleyways.
Growing up down south, Na says she remembers a woman in her tiny town who was famous for terminating pregnancies illegally.
This lady did so many illegal abortion on women when she was on her deathbed. She was screaming. She lost her mind.
Now Na says she feels as though she's losing her mind, seeing American women stripped of a constitutional right. She says women who need abortions in some states, poor women, will have a hard time getting them.
These people don't have those kinds of funds. This was a rush to judgment.
The burden of this decision falls particularly hard on women of low incomes, women of color.
Senator Richard Blumenthal saying today he'll be pushing for federal funding to help women who can't get abortions elsewhere get them in Connecticut.
Clearly, for some women, this could be a death sentence if they're forced into back alley abortions again.
You cannot legislate morality. This is a moral discussion.
As Na contemplates the events of the past 2 days, she says she believes social progress has been rolled back half a century with this single decision.
We didn't need this, and it breaks my heart.
In Bridgeport, Frank Recchia, News 12, Connecticut.